Hi guys, Stephanie here. Welcome back to my consistently inconsistent channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're getting ready to go to Occom Pond Party, and it's in Hanover, which is where Dartmouth College is. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. We're finally getting out and going to do something, because yesterday we actually went out to go do something and that kind of turned into a fiasco. Oh my god, it was terrible. The weather was god awful. We decided to drive to Burlington, which is about typically an hour and 25 minutes, hour and 30 minutes away. But we had like a blizzard yesterday. And Vermont doesn't plow their roads until it gets really bad, which don't even get me started on that, because yeah, it was awful. I actually ended up taking video of 3 trucks, semis that ended up in the center median because, well, you know, don't get me started on that either, because semis like to power down when there's 6 inches of snow on the ground. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. I understand you're on a schedule, but which is the preferred way to go? You make it there, or you end up in the center median and put everybody else at risk. My thoughts in a synopsis. There you go. I will say, I did get to go to Target yesterday, which it's the closest Target to us, so I'm all happy about that because I picked up these cute little e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. Funny story about this. I was screwing around on Google News one day, and they were talking about how there were all these videos about these little e.l.f. bite-sized palettes, and I thought, my Walmart doesn't carry these, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know they had these, but look at how cute they are. They're just like 4 colors, and this one is probably the one that I'm going to use today. This is called Rose Water. Let me see if I can get into it. And look, they're just really cute little palettes. That's Rose Water, and that's Truffle. This one's a little dark, but let's see how they are. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, my lighting is not making this very great, but let's do swatches. Oh, well, that's impressive. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that one was Truffles. Let's wipe that off and do the other one, Rose Water, which is the one I plan to use. Alright. This color. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so we're going to see how this looks on the eyes. So if you want to check that out, and I'm going to try and take video of the Occom Pond Party. It's my understanding that they do crazy stuff like make sleds out of armchairs and have races and stuff like that. So that honestly sounds like a blast. So hang tight and we're going to get into it right now. Okay, so these look so easy. I mean, it's just like, it's pretty obvious how they would be used. Of course, you can use it any way you want, but if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, you know, this would be like kind of a nice transition shade. This would be, you know, to deepen your crease and your outer V. This might be just to do like the center, and this would be like an inner corner highlight. Easy peasy, right? You don't have to think too much about it, which is really nice, because every other palette I own, you have to kind of figure out how you want to use it in advance. This one, super easy, quick and dirty. Yeah. All right, so going into this little transition shade with my fluffy brush. And I used an eyeshadow primer because I wanted to give these shadows the best possible chance. So far so good. I mean, it's pretty accurate to the color that it looks like in the pan. It is taking a little bit of building up, so I will say it's probably very beginner friendly. So my first impression is of at least this matte, it's a little powdery. So what I'm noticing is, obviously I'm older, so I have more wrinkles on my eyelids, and it's kind of really emphasizing those, which I'm not super stoked about, but the color is pretty. Okay, and I'm going to go in with this darker color right here with my little Morphe M507 brush, and I'm just gonna barely tap into that because I don't know how it's gonna be, and I don't want it to be too dark right off the cuff. Oh yeah, it's coming off. This one's showing up. And these look like they have little flecks of gold glitter in them, but with a lot of these types of shades, that glitter just kind of blends right out as you're putting it on. It looks well blended in my mirror, but I'm not really sure how it's showing up on camera, if it's coming off a little patchy or not, because it is a darker shade. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to move into this shade right here, and I'm going to do that in my center lid. And I'm just going to use my finger because it is a shimmer shade. Okay, so the shimmer shade, I had to go in a lot and just build and build and build and build. Just so you know, they looked great in the swatches, and the first swatch came off really nicely, but when you're applying it to your eye, it does require some substantial buildup. Now I'm going to go into this final shade and do my inner corner. Okay, I am experiencing some fallout from the shimmer shade, so I don't know if you can see that right here, but that's easy enough. You just swipe it away a little bit. It'll be fine. Fine. And I'm just gonna go under my eyes here really quick with some of this color right here. Smoke it out a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go off camera and do my eyeliner and my mascara and throw on some blush and all that fun stuff, and I will be right back with my thoughts. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. It took a little work, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm actually quite pleased with the way this look turned out. Normally I don't gravitate towards neutral colors, but I like this. I like the way that they have the colors laid out in these little bite-sized palettes. The majority of them are neutrals. So when I went online, because I just wanted to see, oh, I wonder if they have any colorful ones. Nope, they're pretty much all neutrals. I think that there's one that is green, has a green color family, and there's one that has a pop of like a dark blue. Other than that, they're all neutrals. They would be good, in my opinion, for someone who's just starting out. Like if you have a teenage daughter and she's like, yo, I want to try and put on some makeup and see how I like it. And, you know, by the way, $3. These puppies are $3. Honestly, you can't go wrong. If you hate it, you've only lost $3. Most people spend $3 on lottery tickets and half the time don't win anything. So at least you get some kind of bang for your buck with these cuties, and I don't know, I'm very pleased with this. In fact, I would probably wear this like as a work everyday kind of look. Would I do it every day for work? It was pretty time intensive just to get the colors to what they are now. That being said, if you don't want it that dark and you want it more sheer, you're in business. I mean, because I didn't think, I will say, this dark color on the end, this one, it was a little patchy and I really had to work a lot on blending it. The lighter transition color, even when I first started blending it and it was just lightly sheerly showing up, it didn't seem that patchy. It did bother me a little bit because it was getting into my wrinkles, and so if you're younger and you don't have that issue, then you're gold. If you have a teenager, these are perfect. Anyways, now you've had my little bite-sized review on the little e.l.f. bite-sized palettes. I'm off to the Occom pond party. guys. Okay, so we just got back from the Occom pond party and I took some video, but not a lot of vlogging video because there was a lot of people there, but there was a shit ton of kids there. So I was like, ooh, I can't really take a whole lot of video because I'll be cutting kids out left and right. And yeah, so let's put it this way, it was a great family-oriented kind of thing. But if you don't want to be around a bunch of kids, don't go to that for sure. I love kids. I've been around kids all my life, but I don't know, I guess because it was at Dartmouth, I guess I didn't realize how big of a family deal it was. Like I said, for kids, it's fantastic. I mean, they've got all kinds of activities, although it's spread out kind of oddly and they don't really designate the areas that well, so you don't really know where certain things are going on. You just kind of have to meander around. And and the GPS took us into downtown Hanover, so we ended up parking at the parking garage in downtown Hanover, and we had to walk, God, at least a mile down to Occom Pond. Usually I don't mind hiking if you're in an area where you're not worried about like sliding and busting your ass. But some parts of the sidewalks were really well maintained, and then where the trees were creating shadows was like ice. So it was an adventure. There's no doubt about it. But I did take some video. Ooh, I totally forgot to turn on my mic. Oops. So this sound isn't gonna be as good as the rest of the sound in my video, but that's okay. It'll be all right. They were having the ice sculpture thing at Dartmouth also, which was really cool. I got some cool shots of that stuff, but whoever does the ice sculptures, they're students, clearly. They really get into it, and there were some that were really cute and comic, and there were others that were just very elaborate and beautiful. It was just it was a fun day. I think if I were going to do it again, I would probably take my nieces and nephew, or at least meet them up there, because down there, you know, the kids could enjoy it. Thank you for joining me, and if you like what you see, hit that like button and click on that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and it'll let you know when I upload. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Bye, bye, bye.